Hello and happy Wednesday. Welcome to Off Air Talks. I'm Ciara Yaschuk.
And I am Lisa MacGregor, and my goodness, it has been a bizarro couple days, week. Something's in the air, or maybe it's just the festive season, Ciara.
Oh, something is in the air. Somebody said to me retrograde. I don't really believe in that stuff, but there is something going on out there because I feel like it has been nothing but chaos.
I know maybe it's because it's rolling around into the party season. There's lots going on, and I think we got a first taste of maybe the Christmas party season. What do you think specifically has been weird for you? Would you say?
I would say I don't know if it's the vibes. I mean, the vibes are high with our group of girls when we were headed in to our first official holiday party of the season. But then as the night panned out, things just got weirder and weirder. And then it continued to happen all weekend long to the point it was like, what on earth is happening? We asked a couple times if there was a full moon. Didn't see a full moon. I don't know about you.
Looking outside, you're like, something needs to explain this behavior.
Is there somebody howling out there?
I know, but it does bring up a good question of, when you go to these parties, because now a lot of people are going to be going to them. What is the etiquette? What is the right thing to do when you run into an ex? What is maybe the playbook to deal with a lot of stuff when you do go to these holiday Christmas parties or work Christmas parties?
Hey, if I knew, I would have been in a much better situation.
None
on
of us are
Friday.
the experts
we don't know.
whatsoever. Yeah.
So we kind of did a little bit of research on the side to see what does one do. So obviously you want to feel good headed on into the night. You want to feel confident that if you do see an ex friend, even an ex lover, you want to feel confident. Maybe they're with a new person. You don't know.
Maybe tied too much to drink. You can't handle your emotions. Yeah. Who knows what's going to happen, but it's good to be prepared and maybe what to do when you go to these work parties and how you should, conduct yourself, if you will.
I definitely say the number one thing to do would be not to overdrink. The espresso martinis were flowing.
Well, it's hard too because everyone knows it's just like going to a wedding when it's free. It's hard not to overdrink for a lot of people.
$3.99.
Oh, it does. So that's number one. And for the record, doesn't mean we follow these rules. I mean, we're learning
we
from our
need to.
experience.
Yeah.
And we're trying to pass this along for your knowledge as you go into the Christmas party season. So number one, lay off the sauce a little bit, or maybe choose
a water in between. Like that is
food.
And avoid shots. For the love
I don't do
of
shots
God,
anymore ever.
Do not be ripping tequila shots at 4 p.m. when the party starts until midnight. It's not a good idea. There was a couple people that had to be escorted out just because it got chaotic. So we can't be having that.
All right. So if you're going to do all the shots, then equally, eat a lot of the food that's available at the party or come full because you got to pace yourself.
Yeah. And normally there's a good spread of food that's laid out for everybody. But for some reason, I don't know. I never hit the food table and you think I would.
You got to get on it, Ciara. I've always harassed you about that, especially when I see you with that huge glass of red wine. I'm like, I hope you're going to have a couple of crackers and cheese with that as well.
I know. I just get so worried about being puffy, as you know, but that's my own insecurity. So working on that's for sure. So if you see an ex, do you say hi?
Well, I think it depends. I think it depends. If you are younger and maybe you're mature, kind of you just avoid eye contact. But if it's a small space, you kind of have to say hi. I think, it depends on the situation. I would say if you haven't seen them in a while and this is your first encounter, I would say a nice hello and then carry on.
Yeah, I made a huge mistake. That's okay. Anyone in the friend group end up crying that night? Oh, of course, there's Ciara crying in the bathroom.
But you rallied at least. I mean, it's tough.
Also, you need to decide when to go home. Like, I was talking to my parents about it and they're like,
good call.
Ciara, why would you not, like, the fact you didn't leave is beyond me. I'm like,
well, the shoot.
No, you want to look strong, but it actually just makes you look a little worse, I think. So once I started crying in the bathroom, I really wish that I would have escorted myself out. But also, you know me, I like put myself into these confrontational situations when I know I need to sit back, take deep breaths, at least 3, and then just move along.
But give yourself some grace because how hard is it when this is the first time you've seen them?
Yeah.
You have booze in your system. And then on top of that, I think when you're a strong person, you're kind of like, they can leave. I'm going to stand my ground here.
Totally.
And I'm strong enough to handle it. But the smartest thing you can do is just wheel yourself the hell out of there.
And it wasn't a easy breakup. Like there was so many rumors floating around after, so I think that just makes it so much worse that the breakup wasn't civil. So at this point I should just know I need to avoid like the plague at all causes.
So
So
it's not worth it.
it's not worth
No
it.
party is worth it. And yeah, I think it's tough.
So what we're telling you is if you see your ex at a holiday Christmas party, and no matter how hot you're feeling, I would say walk in the other direction.
Absolutely. And
Also, there's
don't have any more. Maybe that's your cutoff point.
yeah.
That's how you sober up, by seeing their face.
Ugh. Do we have that friend that disappears for 20 minutes?
Oh, there's always that friend that disappears. And you know what? Do you do that? It depends. I think it depends. Is it, are you at the office and you're disappearing with a coworker, or
Don't
are
do that.
you? Don't do that. Yeah, don't do that. Or at least be good about it. Make sure there's no one sees you and there's no cameras. But it's also the holidays. You got to have yourself a good time.
Yeah, no kidding. Hey,
What about when it comes to etiquette? I mean, do you talk shop? Do you complain about something that happened at work when your boss is probably standing in the corner?
mm,
How do you think you manage that?
whatever you talk about at holiday parties, I think needs to stay at a holiday party. It should just be common knowledge that you are not bringing that back to anybody. What's said, just keep it there. Like why do you need to turn that into gossip? Also, then it's just more drama in the workplace. Thank God we don't have to worry about that anymore because there probably would be chaos for
We
us
never
on
had
Mondays.
Christmas parties anyway.
That's true.
We never did,
Too
which
poor.
was
But now,
whatever the reason may be. You know what though? It probably saved us a lot of grief, because it would have been really a lot of
so did you feel scaries then, leaving a Christmas party that we don't really have much to do with any of those people anymore?
I luckily didn't have scaries, but
Yeah.
maybe that's because you and I were the last ones to leave. So it's almost like everyone cleared out, that we almost contain all the scaries information, if you will.
Yeah.
I would say, I mean, I've definitely had them before, but
Mhm.
maybe I've just gotten older and learned, and I definitely ate a lot of the food there, so maybe that helped. But I did not have scaries. I had a good time. I think it's interesting. I think though, um, it's good to have a support group when it comes to scaries. Even if you wake up the next day and you made a mistake, even if your friend made a mistake and you know it was like it was bad, be the friend that says, "Hey, you were hilarious last night. Who cares? Honestly, that story you told is fantastic." Because no one needs to go through scaries and be brought down even worse and
Yeah.
made to feel worse. That's a bad friend right there.
It is. That makes you feel like an absolute liability to all life around you. But I also dragged you home with me. You and I are the last ones here. You think we get sick of each other. I looked at you. I'm like, you, me, my house, you're sleeping over, dragging you down.
Still talking.
I know, dragging you down the street. But we also, I think it's so fun after you leave a holiday party. And if you're with your girlfriends, and you can have a sleepover or wherever you're
And
headed,
debrief everything that
debrief
happened. There's a
everything.
lot.
Yeah, there's a lot to debrief. And that made me feel so much better, especially for the first holiday party of the season. And I felt like myself had a horrible performance. But also, I mean,
Honestly, and I'm not just saying this because I'm your friend.
yeah.
I think you were fine. I think you composed yourself.
Okay.
I didn't know you even were upset.
Oh, that's good.
So, until, yeah, you were fine.
Oh, until you saw the mascara running down my face. Okay.
No,
Yes.
you composed yourself when you did. It was in private areas. You didn't make a scene at all.
Yeah, that's good.
And again, maybe sometimes there is one benefit to being like the last one of the party. You're there so long
Yeah.
that it's a wave of different scenarios that have occurred, that by, I don't know, 4 in
By
the
the
morning,
time, yep.
that was a 12 a.m.er situation. That is old and done.
We're like, what the heck? We don't even know what happened.
And
But
by the way, when you go to these holiday parties, I personally believe you leave what happens at the holiday party there. It should not be spoken about, especially online. You should not be talking about people when there's alcohol involved. If you're going to go to a party, it should be a, private space where having interesting conversations, because then if you can't have that, then it kind of kills the Christmas party and getting to know different types of people if you feel like those conversations are going to be thrown all over the place.
absolutely. And even just photos too. Like just leave your phone in your purse, pull it out. There's always photo booths. Like just rely on those. It's fine. But
Speaking of photos, are you happy that there was like years ago where everyone was doing the whole Instagram like stories, and that to me I couldn't stand it. All of a sudden you're like in the back of someone's story you barely even know, and now no one really does that anymore, which is good.
they're definitely better, or you're aware, or there's a professional photographer there. So definitely takes care of that. But It is going to be a very interesting season. So we're one and done, but there's so many more popping up in the city.
Yes,
Like
so
you
much
said,
fun.
yeah, we don't have a holiday work party. We will create a launch party, but it's just too busy. It's crazy. Once all of these events start lining up, it's Christmas is here before you know it. So holiday etiquette, yes, okay. Little bit of chaos on Friday, but things are going to
Still a
turn
good time.
around.
That was an amazing Friday. We had
It
a
was.
great time. We also went to a concert in there. Like,
We also were doing sake bombs at 3 p.m. at Mikado. So
let's not spread that around town, even though you just did. But that's hey, we had lots to celebrate,
yeah, we
right?
did. Not only that, but so many things kicking off in the city. Lisa, you asked out on Instagram what people want us to chat about, and many people said, "What are the holiday events? What is happening in the city?" So kick it off.
Okay, so there's so much going on, and we'll tell you what we're going to try to go to. But I mean, a staple that has just only a couple years old now would be the
Hmm.
Edmonton Christmas Market at Fort Edmonton Park. It starts on the 29th of November. That one is actually pretty cool. Like they have it almost feels like European style Christmas market if you've ever been to Europe and checked that out. Or even in the States too, but it's cool. It's got like the mulled wine, it's got hot chocolate. I think they have a Ferris wheel, or I think
No, it's oh, you're right, they do, and they have the train
yeah, the
that
train, yes,
yes.
holiday train, all those fun stuff, and then also it's a great place to shop because they
Hmm.
have the markets inside of, like, the brick or mortar stores, like, in the homemade things, and it's a great spot, and that starts on yeah, 29th, so that'll be good.
And we know now more than ever, it's so important to support these local companies. I mean, we're coming up on Black Friday. Black Friday deals have already been happening. But it is so important. I'm learning more than ever that these stores, they need our support. And it's also fun. Turn it into a night with your friends, turn it into a night with the family, get your Christmas shopping done, but at a local setting.
Yeah,
The
speaking of support, it just reminded me too by the way, I saw that the food bank is low right now. Yeah, that's
Yes, I
a
did see that too.
drop it off. Even one Saturday, I was really surprised. I was driving by kind of like 124th Street area, and I think it was a food bank, and I was floored. And it was 10 a.m. in the morning, and it was a lineup around the food bank, and I actually have not seen that before. So it's a time to maybe drop off whatever you can as you get busy for the holiday season, right?
And holiday hampers. There's so many different Christmas Bureau. I'll be at that breakfast on Thursday. So many things kicking off. But again, people just needs to support each other this time of year. It can be so difficult for some families, but we should make it special for everybody. Everybody deserves the Christmas magic.
And get out and enjoy all the fun that's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Citadel Christmas Carol, that is a personal favorite. Ever since I moved to Edmonton, yeah, I have continued to go. So that kicks off. I believe the media night is on Thursday. Uh,
Glow and Zoomnescence. You love Zoomnescence, don't you?
love Zoomnescence. That's at the zoo.
I've never been to Glow, but I've heard it's really good.
Yeah, they've got these really neat drinks, like mocktails or alcoholic drinks for adults, and they're in a Christmas bulb and then they light up.
Oh, awesome.
But then also, obviously, all of the lights. So it's really good for families and younger kids.
Yes.
Santa is back at the mall. I did notice that.
Did you ever, as a kid, I have no recollection of ever sitting on Santa's lap, but I think I did like Santa little, I dressed up, I was a little dancer in like the Santa outfits for the Santa little performances, but I never sat on Santa's lap. How about you?
Yeah, and we had a really weird encounter with it.
Oh
It
my
was the
goodness.
Town and Country Mall in Moose Jaw. Yep.
I can only imagine. I
And
can't stand up when I was in Moose Jaw.
my mom and I were walking up, and I had my little brother holding his hand, and he knew exactly everything I wanted for Christmas. Like, I didn't have to tell him, he just knew. And I came down and told my mom that. And it was some of the details were like about my cousins being in there.
Oh, okay.
And my mom was like, to this day, I still don't know how that Santa knew everything.
I was thought you were going to tell me that she like set it
No,
up.
no, she didn't. We're both like, how on earth did this happen?
It's
Yes,
like Daddy Dale dressed up as Santa Claus.
seriously, but it definitely wasn't. We're both like, this is so weird. And mom's like, well, now I have to get these gifts because like
Oh yeah, Santa said.
yeah, anyways, it was a weird encounter, but definitely had a lot of photos with Santa. I should try find some
I would
to
love
bring
to
in.
see some cute. People should send us their Santa Claus photos. That'd be so cute.
Yes, I know so many kids either love or hate Santa screaming. Send us the photos. We would love to share them.
Hey, I'm curious. When you were growing up, I don't know about you, but there was always like, especially when you're really younger, there was always like one gift that I think we both have siblings
Yeah.
that you grew up with where you were like the gift and that you remember. The number one, I don't know why, but the number one thing for me was getting my brother and I got N64 when it was like sold out across Canada.
That's unreal.
What was like, do you have one memory of like the thing that just got you all crazy at Christmas?
I would say anything Barbie. Like I was obsessed with Barbie. So I got this big Barbie house the one year. The one year I wanted a Furby, but I never got one. My mom thought that the hype was just too nutso. She didn't agree with it. But that's okay because they are so annoying. So I can see that.
Do you remember that crazy thing with when the Tickle Me Elmo came out? Like
No.
people like lost their minds.
Yep, that was the same with the Furby. Like people were getting trampled at stores to try and get Furbies.
I feel like that's not a thing anymore. Maybe it
No,
is.
people just order on Amazon. Again, shop local. Candy Cane Lane, that's back.
We should hit that up this year, Sierra.
Yeah.
For food.
I want to get a hot chocolate, hit Candy Cane Lane. It's actually so fun. You just don't you tune your radio to the music? Yeah, you do.
Oh, I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
and then you go through and the music goes to the lights.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah,
That's
it's super cool.
And that gets started on December 12th. So we still got a bit of time to wait, but
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are getting into, I mean, you're already set up. I'm going to set my tree up hopefully and everything tonight or this week, but everyone's getting into the spirit of things, I think, like stat.
Seriously, I as you all know, I've been sad. We don't know why. I think after I let out my tears on Friday, we feel a little better.
Got out of your system.
But I took last week, I believe it was Wednesday night. I went to HomeSense and fully just splurged. Bought
Retail therapy is legit.
Oh my gosh, bought everything brand new for Christmas. Got a brand new Christmas tree. It's a good 7-footer. It's taller than me. I love that. Pre-lit from
Has to be
Canadian
taller
Tire.
than you.
Has to be taller than me. And yeah, it's looks so good in there. It's so cozy. And it changed my mood. Like I couldn't wait to get up in the morning to have coffee by my Christmas tree.
With
So
new mugs with bows.
that's right. So if you're feeling the sadness, you just got to go on a little shopping splurge and you'll feel
And
better.
set up your Christmas stuff. Maybe that's the ticket. Even your Christmas lights. I'm gonna get those up and everything.
Wow, Lise. Speaking of that, Christmas lights, is that outside of your home?
Yes.
So do you have any like crazy Christmas memories that
Our traditions.
yeah, or that you still do each and every year?
Hmm. I mean, we always just go to my mom's house, but now we go to my house. So I would say on Christmas Eve, we always kind of hang out, have a couple drinks, eat really good snacks, and then what's a tradition? I guess like
Like do you open up a gift on Christmas Eve? Do you have Christmas pajamas? Do you
definitely have Christmas pajamas for sure.
Yeah.
And then just having everyone over on Christmas Day and just having the family over and I'm trying to think of like traditions. I mean, there's some that I don't like. I mean, personally, I always make the turkey, but I don't want to make the turkey. And you do love turkey.
I love turkey.
Yeah, I
I
think
like the dark meat because it's a little bit, it's not dry.
I just feel like, yeah, it's when did it become a thing? Like it's kind of a little bit overrated. I get it. And it can be good when you've brined it, which I do, and like make it so salty. But like, I think it's a bit overrated.
I don't think so at all, actually. But I love and stuffing. Stuffing is like my favorite thing with sourdough bread. Oh, it's just so good.
That is so good. Or like sweet potatoes with the marshmallows, or like
I hate marshmallows, but I can see how that is definitely a staple.
you and I are in different sides of things.
Different sides, yeah. We want to hear about your family traditions as well. Next week, we kind of want to incorporate the general public into our episode a little bit more. So send us in your stories. You can do so authortalks@gmail.com or just through social.
Yes, listen out.
I think it would be so fun. Or there's always those crazy family Christmas stories.
Especially if there's a photo. We love the photos or even
Yes.
videos if you have them. It's nice to share and like get to know people who are listening. And also they're always probably entertaining.
100%. There's something in my eye and it's driving me bananas.
Well, there's no stopping now.
There is no stopping now. Speaking of that,
And we
family
did engage too with like what people were like they were wanting to know. I asked them like what questions are you wanting to know? And a lot of them were asked about like Christmas traditions and all those kind of things. Like what else do you guys make at your house for dinner? And like
It's very elaborate. So Christmas Eve, we always open up, my brother and I, a pair of pajamas.
oh, that's sweet.
Yes, it's the best. I had red velour ones last year with this cute little hood. I can't wait to see this year. And then we wake up and we do stockings. Stockings are still my favorite part.
That would be our big family tradition. That come to mind. The stockings is the best.
It's the best. Like, I would rather a stocking than anything else, and I'm in my 30s. And then my dad reads the Christmas story every year, the birth of Jesus. Yes, every year. It's so funny. When we were younger, it felt like it was like 15 minutes, and now it's literally 2 minutes. It's just so funny how
15 minutes, like, hurry up, Dad.
yeah, I want to open up these gifts. And then we always have a big brunch with like cheese and toast and bacon. And my dad actually makes that and eggs. And then yeah, the family comes over. We play games. It's really just all about food and family. And it's definitely something that I want to carry on one day.
And it's nice to wake up, as you get older, you're not like, waking up with your mom or whatever. And it's nice to all wake up like you feel like a kid again.
You do.
And, having your breakfast made and you almost turn into a kid again a little bit
It's the best.
and get spoiled. And then you have your stocking and it's full of like the toiletries that you don't want to buy yourself. And then it's full of like,
Yes.
yeah. And it's nice to experience that. And then, of course, you put like little Baileys in the coffee and you just get to lounge around and basically be a bum all day. And I feel like I wear the same clothes for like 2 days and just eat leftover and just veg out and watch Christmas movies.
But then I almost feel like people deserve that because the lead up to it is so chaotic. Like
Totally.
with just the hustle and bustle of Christmas. So some people ask too, what are your favorite places to eat at in the
Yes,
city?
a lot of people ask about what restaurants that we love going around town and that we think are pretty awesome. And you and I both agree on one.
Yeah.
Well, many, but one specifically came to mind.
Sabor.
Sabor Bodega is like unreal.
Atrium now.
104 or 103?
Yeah, Atrium is now there. It's actually very close to walking distance from mine, so that helps. But they have beautiful Christmas decorations, just the ambience. It's always so nice.
It's such a vibe and good food, good drinks, and it's like
It just sets the mood.
it's nice.
Neuro.
Yeah, when they're awesome.
Neuro is also good. I was just there 2 Fridays ago.
So good. Italian food.
Yep, they have a very lovely scene as well. I just love restaurants that get into the Christmas spirit as well.
Oh, yeah. And speaking of Nero, in that direction, it's right by over 124th Street.
Yeah.
That will get you into the spirit of things because they obviously have a ton of festivals going on there. And it's the lights are beautiful during the holidays, just along 124.
Yeah.
And there's a ton of restaurants there that are so good. Even Tiramisu's got the igloos outside.
The little domes, yeah, they're like heated. You can eat in there. You can book them out. Also, by the Matart, they have a little cafe there. They have the exact same domes. So just these are something to keep tabs on. Also, if you want to plan like a cute little date night, I think, could you imagine?
Oh, it's so fun. There's lots to do. And then you go skating in the city. There's so many great spots to skate. I haven't seen if Victoria Park is up and running. I kind of doubt it because there's no snow.
Yeah, I know outside of Rogers because the underneath it's a cold surface. So they had laid down ice a couple weeks ago, but yeah, it's been absolutely beautiful. So I'd be shocked if that's still up.
That's so good. You know what I just remember when we were talking? I don't know why this came to mind. Maybe my mind's in the gutter or whatever. So we have to tell a story that kind of happened as we were getting set up to record this pod today. So we're in the Mercer building, good space, the best space.
The best space.
It's been so lovely being in here. I mean, we go on, but now we're slowly getting into our own studio and we're gonna get that built out in no time. Then we can have guests on. But there's basically the way it's set up is this beautiful space and then there's different rooms and it's an older building and we had checked in here, but then all of a sudden went to one of our storage closets connected to just our room. Of course, it's our room that had this.
We picked the room with the storage closet because obviously we're going to turn it into like a little bit of a dressing room. We're going to have a mirror in there. We already have some Baileys on the shelf. Anyways, keep going, Lise. I cut you off.
No. I'd rather you tell the rest. So we were in there looking around today, and of course, we stumbled upon a little. What's another word for what these are? French maid. They called it that, didn't they used to?
No, I have no idea. They were 2 condoms.
Yeah, and not just any condom.
Strawberry flavored.
And we were wondering, why are they in our storage closet? We checked it for sure.
We are constantly in there.
Yes.
And we would like to solve this mystery. So,
by the way, they were still in the wrap.
Yeah, they weren't on the ground.
We did ask around.
Where are they?
Yeah, you should show them back.
Actually, they're tucked away in the closet over there. But it was a very interesting start to the Monday. No, I just tucked them back in there. Don't even go there, Lisa. You're on the naughty list.
It's not December yet, but we did ask our friends at Good Space, what's going on here?
and it's just going to be a mystery. Maybe it's haunted.
Well, no, wasn't it there? What did the space used to be? Or no, can we not talk about
Yeah,
that?
we're just going to keep it to what the space is now. You can rent out a room. You can come work with us. Look at you never know what's going to happen here.
Rich history. You never
Rich?
know what's happened on these walls, but that's what makes it such a great space.
No kidding. Rich history indeed. But also, a side note, we came in on Sunday to try and get our mic set up. Poor Lisa just had to watch me suffer. I was in a sweatsuit, just dying on the couch a
You were
little bit.
laying there, but you got through it.
We
and you
got through it,
texted it.
and I think that we finally have things sorted. So
Sort of. For now, we do.
yeah,
We'll get there, and eventually, once we have it ready for guests, we have to because we're going to be having guests within the next 2 weeks.
yes, we have our first official one booked. Yes, finally, we keep saying this,
And I
but
think people will be really pumped up.
I think so too.
We'll give some clues later on.
We will. I think we should do a couple teaser videos. But again, this is the early stages. Many people were like, why did you not figure out the audio first? Well, guess what? We have it now, so it's all
And
good to
take
go.
action. I'm all about doing as you go, and I feel like people like seeing how we're learning as we go. Well, why would we want to sit around and make sure everything's perfect? I don't believe in that.
Yeah.
I've never believed in that. Even when we were journalists, I think I would rather be a little, rough around the edges when you're doing your reports or doing whatever, even anchoring, than be absolutely perfect because, frankly, no one's perfect.
Except for
Themselves.
Lisa and Ciara at times. I'm just kidding. Headed into next week, we want to hear all about your holiday parties. Also, if you have, once again, family traditions, we're just going to keep things Christmas for the next couple of weeks until our first guest comes on.
Also, I wouldn't mind hearing not just traditions. I wouldn't mind hearing if you have some train wreck stories from office Christmas parties.
Yeah, like
That would be hilarious.
I would love to share those, or running into an ex at a Christmas party. I mean, it probably couldn't go worse than what happened to me on Friday, but hey,
Picking up with someone at the office at a Christmas party, and then you have to face the music on Monday morning. I mean, can you imagine?
yeah, no, tisk tisk. Thank God we were broke and didn't have those Christmas parties, hey?
Back in the day, yeah. Thank goodness, yes.
But
Kept under wraps.
Lisa, I feel like we covered all things Christmas. What do you think?
I know. I think we're getting ready for the season. It's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of exciting things coming. And yeah, it's been nice kind of having, soaking it all in and kicking back. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm getting more in the spirit of things. So it's gonna be a lot of fun.
I'm really getting into the spirit too. Hopefully we can get on that holiday train
And
and
the fun eats and drinks of Christmas. Like you got me just recently into, I've never had a dirty martini in my life. And I had one the other week, a filthy martini.
are you sure that wasn't you in the closet there?
Oh yeah, just go rogue. Never have martinis again. No, it wasn't me, Ciara. But I do love a good martini. Now I do. And yeah, it's fun. Like all the stuff for the holidays. Like, what do you think is like a treat that you're looking forward to at the next party we go to? Trying to think of what there always has. Like oysters is always good.
Yeah, I just love socializing and dressing up. Also, I can't wait for this coming Wednesday. Lisa and I are shooting our Christmas card.
Oh my goodness. Get ready.
And our inspo this year is iconic. So really hoping that the photos
What would you
line up.
We already
Elena's
did it
doing
the
our
wrong way, but yeah, Lena.
Elena, she's doing our makeup again. We've got a great photographer lined up. I'll
And
just
two really cool spots that you won't know at first, but like
oh the one is our favorite, but the other one is yeah, that's all we'll say. That's all. We'll leave it to next week and we'll dissect it then.
stay tuned for the Christmas card though. Keep an eye out for that. I think you're gonna love the pick.
It's gonna be a good one.
Why not? First time with Off Air Talks. You gotta have a Christmas card.
Lisa, are you ready? I'm taking you to a spin class here.
Oh yeah, we're gonna go to spin. I know. I don't want to go, but I will go to your spin only because it's your spin class.
Yeah.
You got me going.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, I gotta make it there. So should we leave you on the pod and just talk by yourself while I rip there?
Sometimes I feel like I could. Sometimes I do anyways. So there you go. But no, we're going to wrap it up for today. But we thank you so much for taking this conversation off air. I'm Lisa MacGregor.
I'm Ciara Yaschuk.
See you later.
See you next week.